This is it. 500 laps in Martinsville to determine the championship board. Green flag is in the air.
Larson clear of Chase. Blaney trying to work that outside groove to get around the 9 car for second. That worked really well for a lot of cars yesterday in the Xfinity Series.
You watch all day long on these restarts. The outside will work for a few laps. Then you better find your way to the bottom.
Chase Briscoe in that 14. Wiggling the car around as the 12 of Ryan Blaney jumps in front of him.
You saw how aggressively Ryan Blaney hung on left. As soon as he was clear on the bottom, he turned left to get on the bottom to keep from everybody passing him.
The one of Ross Chastain just in front of Denny Hamlin here as we look forward from the Toyota onboard. That's been a story for most of the season. The dust-ups between the one of Ross Chastain and Denny Hamlin. Will payback happen here at Martinsville?
I think Denny's got more important things to worry about in terms of just trying to get himself into that top 4 to move to Phoenix.
Denny historically has been one of the very best drivers at this racetrack, but he's not won in quite a while. He's going to have to be his best today.
Now under 4 laps of racing to go. What's he going to do? Again, 5 points separated them at the start of this race, and now with Hamlin leading, that puts William Byron 27 points below the cut line.
William is so loose into the corner. Look how much better the 11 can get down in the braking zone. The 24 is so loose.
Oh, he almost spun out, the 11 did. Denny Hamlin was sideways behind William Byron, pushing to pass him.
He's going to have one more shot at putting the 24 a lap down. 2 laps to go in the stage.
He looks to the inside again. William opens the door here for Denny.
Cover the bottom, inside corner. Inside corner.
It's going to be difficult for William to hold him off here.
But now they've come up to more lap traffic. Can he complete the pass? He does.
Well,
Denny Hamlin puts the 24 a lap down, 1 lap to go.
Now he's thinking if he can get the 45, the 24 won't even get the free pass. He could trap him. So it's the car he owns. How aggressive will Denny Hamlin be to lap his own race car? I think he would if he could get to the rear bumper.
Through 3 and 4 for the final time. And Denny Hamlin is going to win stage 1. It is Hamlin and Elliott making up row 1. And Hamlin waits all the way to the end of the restart zone to go.
It creates a lot of issues in the back of the field, as you see. A lot of guys with contact running into the back of each other, anticipating the start.
And that's Hamlin's prerogative. As the race leader, he gets to start anywhere in that restart zone.
It's his prerogative, Rick, but you cannot go below pace car speed. So if you drop the pace back too much, NASCAR can penalize you.
20 car with a little bit of damage in front of that car. He got some of that damage exiting pit road, maybe some of that right now on that restart. Left front's got some damage, right front's got some damage. Typical Martinsville racing though. He's fighting hard on the outside here.
Field coming up to the Geico restart zone. We're back underway. The final stage as Denny Hamlin rockets away from the field. Another great restart for him. The battle now for second between teammates. Kyle Larson on the outside, Chase Elliott on the inside.
The 41 car, Cole Custer, having a good day. Never run this many laps in the top 5 in a race, so he's not in the championship battle, but still wanting to win a race.
Have to imagine, too, he's got a little chip on his shoulder after losing the appeal for the Roval incident. And really not having a great year overall. It's been kind of under the radar. Lacking a lot of performance this year.
Chastain into the side of Keselowski.
Brad's in the fence just a little bit, a little contact.
And that's the first caution that has come out different from ending the stage as we ride with Brad Keselowski. Tries to refire it and get going the right direction here.
They were battling for 8th. Chastain was underneath Keselowski. Brad's been having a good day trying to get it fired back up.
Gotta do it quick here. Spin it out. Spin it out.
Let's take a look here and see how this happened down into turn 3. The one car locks the left front up, loose into the corner, into the left rear quarter panel, just overdriving, overcooked the corner. Big mistake by the one.
And Steve, you just mentioned where he is in points. He's now only 21 points above that cut line, but is that another person that Ross Chastain may have just upset enough that there might be payback in this race?
Boy, Brad was having a great
Hold the brake.
race.
Hold the
So he's
brake.
going to be frustrated
Hold the
for
brake.
sure. A good break, though. You know, unfortunate for the 1 and the 6, but I think William Byron's going to be the free pass. That'll put him back on the lead lap.
Christopher Bell, a must-win situation, now out front. The 12 of Ryan Blaney, also in that similar situation, has to win if he wants to advance to the championship 4. And right now, he's fighting for second with Elliott.
And if you got Denny Hamlin shoved up on the outside, you're going to do everything you can to keep him there. You know he's had the best car all day long. Nobody's going to cut him any slack right now.
Because the 1 is running down the groups in front of him, that is points. And this is what the 20 of Christopher Bell is running into, right? He
Oh, the 77's in the wall.
Oh,
Landon
hard
Castle
contact.
hard into the wall, turn 3 and 4.
Caution comes out. We'll have another restart. 34 laps to go in the race.
A very similar incident to what Austin Dillon had. Looked like a right front.
Earlier, I was going to tell you, so I'm going to make it 30 more laps.
It looked like a brake failure issue or some type of an issue getting in the corner. Car just would not slow down.
You see
Right front's on fire
right
just a little
front's
bit.
on fire. That rubber burning.
Yeah, and sometimes if you break a rotor, when you step on the pedal, push the brake pads and the pucks out of the caliper, so brake fluid comes out and it will catch on fire.
Man, this changes everything, guys.
Oh my goodness. Now the question is, to pit or not to pit? And if you pit, is it 2 tires or 4 tires? Without a doubt, the tires are worn. 64 laps. New tires are going to be an advantage. It's not what you do, it's what does everybody else do. Because if you pit and 10 guys stay out, big trouble.
How will the tires work out? A big strategy call for the 14 of Chase Briscoe, trying to win his way into the championship 4. 24 laps to go for Martinsville. The 14 and the 41 clear the 5.
Custer pulled down in front of Larson. Oh, Briscoe's up the racetrack.
Briscoe able to hang on to that top spot.
Bell's clearing 5th back there. Here comes Brad Keselowski. Into 3rd, looking to the outside of the 41.
And how hungry is Brad Keselowski? Hasn't won in 2022 as a driver owner. He's got the 5 on the inside of him, though, still fighting for that 3rd spot.
Bell's got to start making some moves here. Laps are winding down.
Tires have not been a big issue here, Steve. We're seeing the 14 and the 41 handily stay out in the 1st and 2nd spots.
Hamlin sends Chastain up the racetrack down in turn 3 and 4. Chastain coming back to the back bumper, sends Hamlin up the racetrack.
Oh, that is going to turn into something. These two have beat and banged all year long. What's going to happen?
Oh,
More contact. And again, they continue to fight as they go through 3 and 4. More contact. Almost up into the wall. The 1 sends the 11. Here comes the 11. Dive bombing in front. He goes too hard into 1 and 2.
He's clear of the 99, though, so now he can get on the outside of the 1. Chastain did not let him get behind him. He checked up to keep him on the outside of him.
Giving you a shot.
And again, they've got to look at big picture. Yes, there once again, Ross Chastain has to finish within 4 spots of the 11 of Hamlin.
Chastain knew if Hamlin got behind him, he was going around. Here comes the contact.
There's the push. He gets to the inside.
Up on the curve.
For the lead. Bell to the inside. Oh, and more contact behind him. The 6 gets shoved up the racetrack by Larson. And Bell is in
Clear by
front.
3.
Ross Chastain trying to get by the 9. Again, that points battle to determine who is the final Championship 4 driver. Now Bell pulling away with those fresher tires.
Need the 9 right here, Ram.
Keselowski way up the racetrack. Briscoe on the outside, 3 wide. His championship hopes starting to falter.
As Briscoe falls back through the field, though, that's another spot for Denny, potentially. You see Denny right there.
We gotta have a spot first. So
They're tied again. The tiebreaker goes to Chastain. Coming up on 2 to go.
Denny knocks the 24 up the racetrack.
Chastain doesn't have anybody in front of him to go past. He's too far away from everybody.
Less than 2 laps. Christopher Bell trying to do it again. He's already won his way to the next round. From Charlotte, 1 lap to go. Christopher Bell. If he wins the 1 and the 11, fighting for every point right now. Denny Hamlin, 2-point favorite to get in as the championship 4. Bell out of turn 4. He's going to do it. He's won his way into the championship.
Let's go get us a championship.
And the fight for the point right at the line. The 1 of Chastain past Hamlin.
It was a video game move off into turn 3. He put the car against the wall wide open all the way around turn 3 and 4.
Chastain, Elliott, Bell, and Logano are going to fight for a championship in Phoenix. Take a look at what he did.
I have never seen anything like that before in my life.
Wide open around the wall in 3 and 4 at Martinsville. Unbelievable.